moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
By 2026, it's a great day in Tobago this morning. We are continuing with the Tobago Heritage Festival celebrations, and all roads lead to Charlottesville this morning. It is National Treasures Day that we'll be exploring within the beautiful village of Charlottesville. Over the weekend, we've had so many other activities. We had the Mariah Old Time Wedding, but the Heritage Festival continues to progress as the week goes by. But before we head any further into the program this morning, we head on over to news in 90 seconds. We begin with breaking news. A 5.3 magnitude earthquake struck just off Scarborough at 5:45 a.m. today. The quake hit at a very shallow depth of 9 kilometers. Shaking was felt widely across Tobago, causing moderate tremors in Scarborough and weak shaking across Trinidad, in Arima and Port of Spain. Stay tuned for more information as it comes to hand. Tobago is mourning the passing of culinary icon Greta Trim, affectionately known as Miss Trim, who passed away peacefully on July 16th at the age of 90. Miss Trim famously put the Torbay Beach facility on the global map through her business, Miss Trim's Foods. It shared the authentic flavors of Tobago with the world. Tobago West MP Joel Sampson and facility coordinator Sadie Monique Harry Alfred paid high tribute to her unforgettable personality, wit, and lifelong community benevolence. Maritime emergency teams continue a major search and rescue operation off Guyana's coast, where the MV Barima sank 7 miles offshore with 133 people on board. So far, 67 individuals have been rescued, with 2 deaths confirmed. Following the incident, crew members were arrested after positive drug tests, while an investigation is underway regarding a grave manifest breach after several survivors were found unregistered. Operations remain active to account for those still missing. Arrested for forged insurance documents. Finally back at home, a 42-year-old Speyside businesswoman remains in local police custody following a targeted law enforcement exercise. According to investigators, the suspect was arrested and detained after she allegedly presented a suspected fake certificate of insurance to officers. She faces an official charge of uttering a forged document as officers continue their active background investigations into the matter. And that was your news in 90 seconds. Tune in again at 6:30 p.m. for our full newscast. Viewers are heading swiftly along into the programming this morning. We're on to the celebratory segment of our mornings. We're celebrating with those of you who are celebrating with us. First up on the lineup this morning, we have Keegan Fullerton. We want to say happy birthday to you. We hope you have a great day. Be safe on the nation's roads. Take some time out to reflect and think about what you want to achieve in this new upcoming year. Happy birthday again to you. Next up, we have Vindra Gopal. Happy birthday to you. You look really beautiful in this picture here this morning. We hope your day is just as beautiful. And take this time out to really reflect on the past year, looking forward to the new year, and ensuring that you really take some time out today to enjoy yourself. Happy birthday to you. We're expressing belated birthday greetings to Langdon Phillips. I am sure that you had such an interesting weekend on whichever day that you celebrated your birthday. We know it wasn't short of anything spectacular, and we hope that you continue to carry out this new year in favor and with blessings, and that God continues to richly bless you. And last but certainly not least, no stranger to this Tobago space, we have Keegan McCool. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you a great day ahead. Take some time out to go and enjoy yourself. Maybe stop by the beach, who knows? Take some time to get some cake and some ice cream and spend it with those who love, cherish, and appreciate you. And for those of you who did not make it on a birthday lineup this morning, we want to say happy birthday to you, wishing you a great day ahead, and ensure that next time you send your information to us so that we can celebrate with you. Viewers, now we're on to our World Cup updates. Yes, we're on to our World Cup updates with Mr. Cricket Marcus. Stay right here as we bring these updates to you.
Put all or some of your dividends on your shares and get up to 3 times the amount. Your loan would be extended to maintain the same installment. Promotion runs June 23rd to August 31st. Think, plan, save.
Good morning, Marcus.
Hi, good morning to you, Vanessa. Of course, good morning to viewers of Tobago Updates. What a lovely day to be alive.
A lovely day to be alive, indeed.
A lovely day to be alive. A lovely day to be alive. I think all is well with the world.
All is well with the world.
I'm not sure why.
Especially for those individuals who really wanted Argentina to go home.
Oh my gosh! I mean, it took 104 games at the final game of the World Cup for the world to be happy. But all in all, of course, as a football pundit and of course as a sporting enthusiast, they can't help but still feel happy for Argentina and all that they would have achieved.
Yes.
The defending champions, they did defend their title all the way to the final game. Unfortunately, Spain came out the better team on the day of the final, and I think the better team throughout the World Cup, having scored 14 goals in the World Cup and only conceded 1 goal. That was a remarkable achievement from Spain. And I think everyone, including those who would have been supporting Argentina, they felt that Spain deservingly won the World Cup for the second time in their nation's history. They won it back then in 2010 and coming here 16 years later and taking it in, of course, USA, Mexico, and Canada. And congratulations to them. They are also the reigning European champions. So back in 2010, they won the Euros as well and won the World Cup, and come again 16 years later, they have done the double. And yesterday's game, I felt that Argentina they didn't play like a final, like they win a final. I felt that they realized that they win a match against a very quality Spanish team, and they allowed Spain to dominate the game. It was the first time in any World Cup match I read that a team went a final game without having a shot on target, and that was Argentina. And it all came down to Spain's defense. As I mentioned earlier, they allowed only 1 goal out of their 8 matches. Remarkable. And they went on to win their 38th straight game. When I say 38th straight game, 38 games unbeaten, and in those 38 games they have won 29 games and drew 9. Remarkable achievement from Spain, and no wonder why at the end of the World Cup, having lifted the trophy, a number of other persons will have actually got individual awards. Their goalkeeper Simon, he got the Golden Glove. The young player Kubasi, he got the Young Player of the World Cup award. And their defensive midfielder, I think the best midfielder in the world right now, Rodri, he won the Player of the Tournament award. A number of persons been debating and saying that Messi should have won it, having won some Man of the Match awards. But I mean, you want to always reward the winning team, and I think given the fact that Spain ended the tournament with only 1 goal, deservingly, Rodri, the captain of Spain team, he led that team from the start to the finish, and of course breaking up plays and of course linking plays, deservingly the leading goal scorer. Kudos to Kylian Mbappe. He of course finished with the golden boot, scoring 20. In fact, scoring is 22 goals in total. He is now the leading World Cup well, the man who would have scored the most goals in the World Cup, Mbappe, Messi, of course, on 21. He scored 10 goals in this World Cup to get the golden boot award. So congratulations there to Kylian Mbappe. And what a wild game on Saturday, Renessa, for the third place game ended 6-4 in favor of England. A remarkable game. I think for the neutral, that was a very entertaining game. 10 goals. It was the most goals in a World Cup match since 1982. And of course, Saka, he scored a hat-trick. The fourth Englishman to score a hat-trick in a World Cup. And then Bellingham ended the World Cup with 7 goals. The first time an English player would have scored so many goals in a World Cup. But all in all, 307 goals scored in 104 games. It was a World Cup to remember. Out of 48 teams, it was the first time they would have trialed this 48 teams, an expanded version. And I'm hearing President Infantino, he's thinking about expanding it to 64. Who knows? Is this the last World Cup? Is this the last World Cup for Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric, of course, a number of other leading players that all of us love to see? Is this going to be the last World Cup? It's left to be seen. Who knows? 2030, I'm here for it, Vanessa.
Now, Marcus, these past few games, especially over the weekend, have been really intense. And I must say that looking at Spain's progress over the World Cup, they really put up a really good fight. So I'm really happy for them as they take this cup home, and we really look forward to 2030 to see what happens then, and we look forward to you as well covering the coverage for that for us as well. We know you're going to have your jersey and your bandwagons in the event.
You see, I put on my Manchester jersey today because I'm preparing for the EPL as well. EPL starts in August. Manchester United, my team, But yes, I'm looking forward to the next 4 years. And interestingly, the World Cup is going to be held in Spain, Portugal, and I forgot the other country there. But Spain, they're going to be defending their title on home soil. So interesting next 4 years. Is it going to be 48 teams? Is it going to be 64? Well, I'm rooting for 64 because that will give my country, Trinidad and Tobago, a great opportunity to qualify. So I'm looking forward to seeing what FIFA does in terms of how many teams they're going to be allowing to play the world's greatest game. Yes, I'm saying that, the world's greatest game, which is football, not soccer, football. And of course, I want to take this opportunity to thank Bethel Credit Union for sponsoring this segment. And of course, thank you guys at Tobago Updates for having me on, and of course, giving the details, giving the numbers for persons who have been following the World Cup. And I'm happy that every 4 years we have this World Cup now, because a number of persons, they follow the sport, but they're really not into the sport. And I know that they now appreciate some of the greater names and some of the rules and VAR and hydration break and all these different things. It's like coming out of a pandemic again.
And it really helps to bring us together. We're still in that time where we're still fighting for unity, and this was just a great way for all of us to come together for one common cause. Marcus, I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Tobago Updates on a morning, giving us the World Cup updates. We would definitely miss you on a morning, but don't worry, 2030 you'll be right back here.
Fantastic. Well, Alex going to church as day. I'm not seeing him here this morning at all.
Alex is not in studio this morning.
Yes. He's a Charlottesville boy, so I know that he's preparing for his heritage festivities today, and I hope that everyone making their journey up, they get there safely and enjoy the festivities up there.
Yes, have a good day.
Yes, thank you. Same to you, man.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Viewers, right here at Tobago Updates, we continue to tell you about all the conversations we have in store for you on our rundown this morning. We have the Tobago Diaspora Outreach break talking to us about the work that they are doing within the diaspora and how they are contributing to us here in Trinidad and Tobago. And to wrap up this morning's segment, we're speaking with the TTPS. We're talking about safety measures during the rainy season, hikes, and sea bathing. So stay right here if you want to be a part of these conversations. But before we head to the break, remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh, Tobago updates on the screen. Here we go. You're home for October, can't even show. From the big station to the rapid roll line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love trimming all around you. Yeah. Big king love, come see the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art, Caribbean art, art.
As small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole. From something as simple as pool procurement of medicine or pool procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Nice.
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream.
Hey, don't scream in a bank. That have lockup in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. Haul your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer help from registering your business to filing your tax.
Oh!
My lunch is over. Oh!
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, Antoine, don't get one sooner.
Are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven, books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, 339.
Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But hey, do you know your numbers?
Of course, 624 333.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson.
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago, they offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. Have business will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
Fanny taking long to play the card. Come on, tell you. I'm all inside you singing good, but. Yeah, look at it. Yo, what school you went by?
Bayern Bishops, boy.
Bishops?
Yeah, one of the baddest that's come out of Bishops, sir.
The baddest?
But telling her,
boy. The baddest, boy. One night and life, and I is the baddest.
My Bishop is the best, boy.
Yo, what's going on with Tola? What's going on? It's only one way to settle this.
We'll be live on Youth Voice TV, where I, your host, Multibass, will be hosting the Rep Your School DJ competition, where DJs will go head-to-head in a crazy battle to secure the title. We have cash prizes of $10,000 to come out and win, and a lot of amazing prizes. Guys, what are you waiting for? Let me come out, come and showcase your skills. Come, let me do some jobs.
So guys, there are two categories for DJs that are out of school up to 35 years. And for the DJs that are currently in school, it must be up to 19 years of age. So guys, get ready. It's all about Rep Your School. It's all about the DJ competition.
Who will bring the best vibes? Who can control the crowd? And who will earn the bragging rights? You get a chance to be a part and witness the rise of the new DJ generation. So this is Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ, live on Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ competition. Rep Your School.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Here now, talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I popped the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread. Boom, hops. Boom, coconut tart. Boom, jam tart. And boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let me hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays. Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock. We only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back. As promised before the break, we're talking to the Tobago Diaspora Outreach Network. Joining us on the line is Andre Phillips. Good morning and welcome to you.
A pleasant good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to be back on the Tobago Updates program. I count you all as family because of the level of support you've given us over the last 2 or 3 years.
It's a pleasure to have you on this morning. Now, for viewers hearing about the Tobago Diaspora Outreach Network for the first time, tell us what exactly is the network about and what inspired its creation.
All right, so our program is under the mantra of Tobago Diaspora Outreach Network, which was established or incorporated in 2021, and we started operating from 2022. And our focus is largely to be able to connect the TNT diaspora to our people at home. Indeed, the communities and residents in Trinidad and Tobago. So, and we operate under the theme, reconnect, research, engage, right? And recognize the diaspora for their significant contributions to Trinidad and Tobago. We have actually produced a number of initiatives over the period since 2022, including one major effort every year that we call the Diaspora Homecoming. Diaspora Homecoming had been first introduced in July and was held in July every year for the first 3 years. And last year, we moved our program to October for more significant involvement of the diaspora. So that is what has happened. We are doing our program for the third year as in October, and Diaspora Homecoming Week is actually October the 15th to the 18th.
Now, you often speak about the Trinidad and Tobago diaspora as an untapped resource. Why is it so important that we continue to utilize our citizens within the diaspora for our country's development?
One of the challenges that we have always faced is the inability to keep and utilize the expertise of Trinidad and Tobago people over the years. Since we've been independent, we've had that challenge. So persons with a lot of talent, whether intellectual or otherwise, have to go abroad to be able to find opportunities for them to grow and in some circumstances to even survive. These people, in terms of their operation, when they are settled in those communities that they choose to live in, of course, they are identified as our diaspora because they are now like what you call transnational. They live here and there. And they are so keen to get back. So many of them are so keen to give back to TNT that they are looking for opportunities to do that. This diaspora is really helping to push the development agenda for Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, we recently saw T-Don presenting Diaspora Patriot Award to Arizona-based cultural ambassador Robert Cumberbatch. Tell us a bit about the significance of the award and why recognizing our nationals abroad is so important.
All right, so we operate with a governing board comprising people who are based in TNT and people who are often also living outside. We have actually 4 directors who live outside. They include Mr. Robert Cumberbatch, who was honored, Ms. Claire Kirk, who is our T-Don chapter leader in Toronto. We have our head representative in New York, Angela Cooper, and we have a board member, Trisha George, in London, UK. And what is happening is that these people are the epitome or epicenter of giving back to Trinidad and Tobago. And when we connected with Robert, who I knew about 7 years from my days of scholastic research into diaspora, the committee that looks at awards determined that he was very, very suitable and significantly requiring that kind of recognition. So the Diaspora Patriot Awards, which we started in 2024, is the first opportunity we have to formally recognize the diaspora for their fantastic work. And Robert was honored in that way because we have 4 categories so far. We have diaspora philanthropy, giving back to TNT in a philanthropic way. We have culture, preservation and global promotion of culture, which is the award he got. We have an entrepreneurship award, and we are now looking at knowledge exchange for an award in that area. So Mr. Robert Cumberbatch has been a significant contributor to TNT growth and expansion in the city of Phoenix, Arizona.
Now, we're going to go back a bit earlier into the conversation where you spoke about Homecoming 2026, and that's happening on October 15th through 18th. What can participants expect at this event?
All right. Our theme for Diaspora Homecoming is reconnect, rejuvenate, and rediscover. Because that is the motivation behind every homeland visit. If not altogether, at least one of those 3. And when we say we connect all of these things, our operational or mission activities, we connect that connect them under that rubric of Diaspora Homecoming. And this year, we are again having the event. October the 15th would be Acts of Kindness Day. October the 16th would be our conference, or one-day diaspora conference. And the 17th, Saturday, would be the awards gala. On the 18th, we always have a cultural immersive activity. And this year, the cultural immersive activity would be the Tobago Blue Food Festival. So delegates would be traveling to the Tobago Blue Food Festival on that Sunday. It is important for me to say that while we have had previous relationships with Cara Hotel in Pointe-a-Pierre, we have moved into the big yard this year because we have signed a partnership with Radisson Hotel in Port of Spain. So Radisson Hotel will host both our conference and our awards gala in their sprawling, upgraded facilities.
Now, one of the challenges many diaspora organizations face is keeping younger generations connected to their heritage. How is TDON engaging second and even third generation Trinidadians and Tobagoans?
All right, so this is a very interesting point and very, very germane at this time. Since I have been doing this work, the majority of TNT cultural or TNT groups abroad, they tend to have mainly elderly people or seniors in their engine room. And these organizations are themselves trying to offer new strategies to be able to bring in the more tech-savvy people into the work. That is a program that I think is a little more advanced in a couple of the Toronto-based organizations. I see it's beginning to happen with one of the organizations we are associated with in the States, which is the TNT Independence Ball Fest. They are based in Florida, and I think that they are making an effort to have more of an outreach. So what we do is not try to push along with them to find strategies to bring the younger people in. The cultural focus is very important and seems to be the lowest hanging fruit, but I would admit that there is a need for a broader embrace of even the economic or investment type initiatives that some of these people, more younger people, 40s and under, you may say they're in the millennial group, can contribute. These are, especially, as you say, the second generation. And now that Trinidad and Tobago has been able to introduce a grandfather clause in the country's immigration policy, we can now have the third generation, which will be the third generation, largely people, of course, obviously born outside of Trinidad and Tobago, but their grandparents hail from Trinidad and Tobago. So it's an ongoing exercise, and we would need a lot more time to break that down for you.
And I can only imagine with the continuous work that you're doing, you'd eventually be able to get some of these partnerships really cemented, and we can really ensure that our cultural heritage stays intact here in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, when it comes to initiatives such as these, we need corporate sponsorship, and that is something you've spoken about before. What role can the private sector play in ensuring initiatives like these continue to flourish and are sustainable?
Well, the private sector can do a lot in terms of supporting initiatives like us. We have a packaged homecoming program this year, which includes our conference. The conference is a biennial. We had it in 2022 in Moncton, Tobago, 2024 at the San Fernando, City Corporation. And now we are having it in the big hotel. These things take a lot of money. And in terms of the outreach we make, we try to sell the success stories to the commercial sector, and we are getting a level of support that is growing. It is not where I would like it to be right now, but it is certainly growing. And it allows me now to commend one organization that has now been with us for the third year, and that is Bear Grove's Funeral Group. And understand what is happening. the approach we take is not an open approach. It is an approach to get people who have benefited from diaspora purchases to support what we are doing. This is why in the past we've had Angostura, we've had Carib, Belgroves, which is continuing, and we have had, and now starting to readmit or probably get a better grip of a relationship with Cal, who in a little while again would make a major announcement for us pertaining to their support in Diaspora Homecoming 2026. But yes, the work continues to get more and more of the private sector and even the public sector involved in what we are doing.
Now, if someone is looking on and they want to be a part of Homecoming 2026, tell them where they can find the information so that they can register and be a part of this experience.
Tidon Media. That is trinbagodiaspora.org. You go there, everything is on that website, and we have you will see our social media handles on that website. So your point of contact to access is trinbagodiaspora.org, which is managed by our own Tobago digital chief, one Leston Yearwood. He is a very quiet man, but he doesn't want his name to be called. But we found this talent right here in Tobago, and he is now pushing out work for us across the world. We are getting connections growing at a rapid rate in the last year and a half. Now, I would say to people who want to buy tickets on the outside, because your program goes all over, you need to get on the website of Frontline Ticketing, and you would see our events there for purchase in US dollars. So frontlineticketing.com, you could go to our website, you will see a connection to it. But if you want to go to frontlineticketing.com because you know them from other programs you have purchased tickets abroad, then frontlineticketing.com carries all our event information as well.
Mr. Phillips, we want to thank you so much for coming on this morning and sharing all the work that you have been doing with the Tobago Diaspora Outreach Network, and we hope that you continue to have the strength to continue carrying out this work so that our generations continue to ensure that they understand where they come from, understand their culture and their heritage, and that the diaspora and those of us here in Trinidad and Tobago continue to build that bridge, continue to fill that gap so that we can continue to work together in harmony and continue with that exchange of knowledge as you've mentioned earlier.
Yes, I sent you all a flyer that gives you a quick summary. So feel free to put that flyer up in your programming as you go along today. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome and have a good day. Viewers, stay right here. After the break, we continue our conversations. But remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday and talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread. Boom, hops. Boom, coconut tart. Boom, jam tart. And boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let me hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Nice.
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream.
Hey, don't scream in a bank. That have lockup in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. All your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
sense. What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer helping from registering your business to filing your tax. My lunch is over.
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, Antoine, don't get one sooner.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. As promised before the break, we're continuing our conversations with the TTPS. We're here with Acting Inspector Andel Allen, and we're talking safety measures during the rainy season, hikes and the sea bathing, and as well road safety. Good morning and welcome to you, Acting Inspector.
Good morning, Vanessa. Thanks for having us here.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us to share your tips with the public and to ensure that they continue to operate in a safe manner. Now, Inspector, we're into the rainy season, and while many people are enjoying the school vacation, there are also increased safety risks. From the TTPS perspective, what are your biggest concerns during this time as it relates to the rainy season?
Lack of care on the roadway. You know, when the rain is falling, the first thing you have to understand is that there's reduced grip of tires of the vehicle on the roadway. You have to reduce your speed. Right? We have a concern of hydroplaning in the sense that the faster you move, the longer it'll take for you to stop. So we are employing persons to plan their trips. You know, almost everyone knows the time period that it takes to leave their home to get to Scarborough or to get to any other area that they're desirous of going. You don't want to leave, you know, it takes about 20 minutes to get to town. You have a time frame to reach town for 9 o'clock. you leave in 8:45, my apologies there. So it now means that you're accelerating at a high rate of speed to be on time. If you look at how the roads are designed in Tobago, more so, majority of the roads are winding. And so if you're cornering at certain speeds, you're likely to lose control because several factors come into play. You may be driving with worn tires. They may be underinflated, overinflated. Rain reduces the visibility as far as you can see, reduces that distance, you know. Then we have persons who may be crossing the road while you're accelerating. Sometimes not until you get close to them that you realize that they are there. Because we have the clear rain, we also have what we call white rain. Some of us would have been challenged by it already. Either be it on the highway, going through the rainforest, you know. So we are begging and imploring persons to reduce their speed. Plan your driving, take your time, be mindful that there are other road users, be mindful that some of the road users are now fresh out of the driving school, you know, and their reaction time and their skill may not be as good as yours.
Now, as it relates to the rainy season, there's also something I've noticed over the years where it relates to there's a large pool of water on the roadway. There's also the pedestrian pavement right next to it, and there are drivers who drive straight through with speed and they end up inconveniencing the pedestrian. Do you have any comments on that you would like to share?
It's challenging. If you first start with consideration and reading the road ahead, paying attention to who's on the side of the road, who may want to cross, what exists on the road itself. Because we all know how Scarborough is designed, how Crown Point is designed, how the majority of Tobago, and where the water puddles tend to pool. And a simple consideration, you know, you drive, you reduce your speed because while you're going through the water or these areas, the water is automatically going to want to be pushing itself to the sides. Persons, when the rain is falling, they are trying to get out of the rain themselves to avoid getting sick, you know, finding shelter and all these things. And the drivers are hustling, looking for passengers, going about their own busy concerns, but we must be considerate that other persons besides motoring public are on the roadway. I know the THA have been trying their best to figure out how to reduce the time the water stays on the roadway through various drainage means. Some areas they've been able to reduce it significantly, and some are still up for debate as to what is the next move. When you look at the area of Crown Point in the vicinity of Cocoa Reef, it's prone to flooding. People do walk up on the pavement. There are a number of small restaurants on this side there. I know that there's a sump area. They've installed some pumps that they try to take the water as fast as possible. But again, some persons think that if they run through the water faster, it'll be easier for them, not considering those who be using the roadway.
Now, road safety doesn't just rely on the motorists, it's also the pedestrians as well, also being cautious as well when they are utilizing the road spaces. What are some practical tips for individuals who would have to be maybe walking through the rain during, as you've said, white rain? Some of the practical tips they can ensure that they are also safe as well, because in an area of low visibility, we want to ensure that you are also protecting yourself while you have to traverse these areas.
All right, so one of the first things you have to take into consideration is dark color clothing. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Because in an overcasted area, dark color clothing may not be that visible immediately. Try to assess your distance and how you move and your time frame. And I still have to say this. It's difficult to judge speed, even at night by light and during the day by low visibility. You have to err on the side of caution. You know, come to the area that you want to cross. Give the drivers an opportunity to slow down. At some point in time, they recognize that you're there, and someone will stop. You get to cross the road. Now, I've seen many a times where persons say, I only crosswalk, you had to stop for me. But again, age is a factor, the weather condition is a factor,
They have
lighting
blind
is a
spots on a
blind
vehicle
spot,
as
yeah.
well.
And some persons are colorblind.
Mm.
Sometimes you're driving there and a vehicle's approaching you and not till the vehicle is almost immediately next to you, do you recognize it? So we have to be very careful. There are parts for motor vehicles in the bamboo, all over the place. You could order parts online. Human beings, we have no parts stored up anywhere. You know, so sometimes we decided to take the forefront of saying, let me wait till it's absolutely safe and cross.
Now, we're also seeing in past years as well, we've had some tragedies as it relates to outdoor activities, whether it be hiking or going to the waterfalls, especially during the rainy season. Please share with the viewers and those looking on, those who are looking to enjoy the school vacation as well, some of the tips and some of the things they should look for before heading out to any of these outdoor activities, especially during the rainy season.
Well, there are a lot of nature lovers, a lot of persons who ideally, they don't want to come to Tobago or go spend all the time inside. However, you are the first, if you're a hiker or you love being outdoors, first, look at the weather forecast. Look and see if there are any, what are the updates from the Met Office, any concerns, any adverse weather alerts, all these things. Because these things are for consideration. If you're going to hike, have a conversation with somebody, maybe a friend, a family. Tell them the area that you're going, the time you plan to leave, your anticipated time of return. And even when you're hiking, just appropriately. The weather is inclement. Whilst it might be fun for you, you have to think about worst case scenarios. If you were to fall, injure yourself, what backup plan you have? Walk with a first aid kit. Avoid sloping areas. You have to avoid river banks because they can rise almost in a split second. When rain falls, these sloping areas, you can skate falling to the river. Your head, you may be washed away in torrential downpour. Have a fully charged phone. Basically, when you're out there on your own, have to practice extra caution. And the first thing is to always be aware of what is expected for that given day with the weather patterns. If you're going to an area unknown to you, go with a guide. There are many persons who are versed in trails and tracks throughout Trinidad and Tobago. They would know the areas to avoid based on the weather patterns. You're going as a first timer, you may be setting yourself up for something rather dangerous.
Now, we've spoken about all the things that can go wrong. Let's talk a bit about emergency response. What are some of the things that individuals can do if they do find themselves in a difficult situation, especially in the scenario of hike? Sometimes someone falls into a space that they can't be retrieved and they would need emergency response. What are some of the first steps that they should take?
Well, that's a kind of tricky one, because based on where you're located, sometimes you may not even have cell phone reception, and this is why it's always critical to go with somebody who knows the area. Apart from that, we have a lot of trained officers within the fire service, the regiment, who are first responders in that regard. They generally know how to travel certain terrains, where the areas of concern would be. First thing is to, I would say, remain calm. Remain calm, make an assessment as to where your closest point of assistance may be. Try to figure out how to be able to communicate effectively. Some people in a state of panic, you have 5 minutes of charge, and you're trying to ramble because you're more fearful. You have to remain calm personally. Try to listen to what they are asking you because they're trying to locate you. So listen more than you respond initially.
And finally, acting inspector, as we wrap up the interview this morning, if you could leave our viewers with 3 key safety measures about the rainy season, what would they be?
All right. The rainy season is one to enjoy. You know, after that harsh dry season we had there, it's one to enjoy. But do so safely. You know, look around your home. Look at what may be hanging over the building. Some trees may be required a bit of cutting, some grooming, some pruning. Look at your guttering. Pay attention to your motor vehicle. If you're a driver, look at the tires, make sure your lights are working, check your braking system. Again, drive with caution. When you go to the beach, because a lot of persons will be traversing the beaches, ensure and bathe within the designated zones for bathing. You know, adhere, heed the lifeguards' instructions, and generally, with everything that you're doing during the summer vacation, take your time, be cautious. We want to be safe, because at the end of the day, nothing that you do unnecessarily when you're not a risk you take is worth your life at the end of the day. If you miss something today because of the weather being adverse, maybe next day, maybe the following season, you'll get to experience it. You know, so employing a person to just be safe out there.
Acting Inspector, we want to thank you so much for coming on this morning and sharing those tips. I hope that those looking on heed your advice and they really take the time to exercise some of these tips that we shared this morning to ensure that they have a safe summer vacation, and that we can hear that all our children, all of our adults are going back out to work and to school in September, bright and early, free of injury and harm.
And we are very hopeful for that to happen.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Most welcome.
So viewers, this is the end of the Tobago Updates morning show. Stay right here. GMT is up next. But remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
I've heard of this OCS Vacation Employment Program through social media, right? I signed up for the program hoping to be enrolled to get greater insights into the operations of the Office of the Chief Secretary, seeing that this office is essentially the premier office of all the divisions across the Tobago House of Assembly. I hope that at the end of this program I will be able to gain greater skills that will help me in the long run. Seeing that I would be completing my A-level studies at Bishop's High School just now, going into university pretty soon. I hope that this program will give me the necessary skills and develop me as a young person as I go into university and the world of work.
Remember when July-August vacation finally arrived? It meant freedom. No school, no homework, just fun. Those moments will always be special. But as time changes, so do the opportunities. Today, our teenagers can use their vacation to do more than make memories. They can build their future.
We are genuinely excited to have you. Yes, we are truly grateful to host you for the next 2 months of the 2026 Vacation Employment Program. This program promised to be a fulfilling exchange, not just for you, but for us as well. We too will gain valuable experience as public officers from you being here. I have always believed that there is so much power when different generations are open and willing to learn from each other. So I encourage all of us, trainees and public officers alike, to fully embrace this process. And let us be intentional about pouring into one another during this time. Through this initiative by the Office of the Chief Secretary, young Tobagonians are being given an incredible opportunity. Over the next 2 months, you will gain practical experience, and I cannot overstate how important that is, especially when such opportunities are becoming increasingly difficult for young people. Therefore, endeavors such as these play a critical role.
Through the Office of the Chief Secretary Vacation Employment Program, young people are getting a head start into the world of work. They're gaining hands-on experience, developing valuable workplace skills, building confidence, and discovering what it means to be a part of a professional team.
I learned it through a school group chat, where the group chat basically aims in exposing students to things that they can better their skill sets and gain new experiences. And well, in this program, I just hope to gain new experiences and a wider skill set and skill range.
The reason why I applied for this internship is because I enjoy gaining new experiences, learning new things, and strengthening the existing skills that I possess at the moment. And I pay particular attention to detail, and I ensure that while working that everything is done how it needs to be done. I hope to gain new experiences and leave here not leaving as the same person, but coming out as a new, like an evolved version of myself, equipped for whatever challenges may come my way in different work experiences here on Fort.
I heard about this program through our principal at Signal Hill Secondary School, where she sent it in a group chat that we have that focuses on pushing students to further their education. From this internship, I hope to just gain skills on, well, how to operate in the workplace, especially as I'm going to finish my tenure at Signal Hill Secondary School and I'm going to be going into the world of work. So I hope that this opportunity grants me the skills that are necessary to excel in the workplace here.
So while this may not be anything like summer camp, vacation Bible school, or youth community activities, rest assured the future of Tobago is being shaped one young person, one opportunity, one experience at a time.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong.
Back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Chanel Felix. And guys, you know, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting topics and conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. Tobago is mourning the passing of culinary icon Greta Trim, affectionately known as Miss Trim, who passed away peacefully on July 16th at the age of 90. Miss Trim famously put the Store Bay Beach facility on the global map through her business, Miss Trim's Food. Shared the authentic flavors of Tobago with the world. Tobago West MP Joel Sampson and Facilities Coordinator Sadie Monique Harry Alfred paid high tribute to her unforgettable personality with an lifelong community benevolence. Additionally, maritime emergency teams continue a major search and rescue operation off Guyana's coast, where the MV Barima sank 7 miles offshore with 133 persons on board. So far, 67 individuals have been rescued with 2 deaths confirmed. Following the incident, crew members were arrested after positive drug tests, while an investigation is underway regarding a grave manifest breach after several survivors were found unregistered. Operations remain active to account for those still missing. And finally, back at home, a 42-year-old Speyside businesswoman remains in local police custody following a targeted law enforcement exercise. According to investigators, the suspect was arrested and detained after she allegedly presented a suspected fake certificate of insurance to officers. She faces an official charge of uttering a forged document as officers continue their active background investigations into the matter. And that was on news in 90 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, we are smack dab in the middle of the Tobago Heritage Festival celebrations. It all kicked off on Thursday evening at the Shore Park Cultural Complex with the opening of the Tobago Heritage Festival, and then went all the way up to Culloden on Friday for the courtship codes as well as the Heritage Food Fair on the Scarborough Esplanade. On Saturday, everything took to Mariah for the old time wedding. They took to Mariah for the old time wedding and really paint the streets with that procession. And this morning we are heading all the way up to Charlottesville. Yes, we are in Charlottesville this morning, and who better to talk to about what's happening in Charlottesville than the man himself, Mr. Karen Eastman. We have him on with us live here this morning from Charlottesville, and we're going to take a look at everything that is happening up there this morning. Good morning, Mr. Eastman, and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, well, we know everything culminates right now in Charlottesville this morning. Persons are still on their way up. Tell us a bit about the start time this morning.
Well, this morning we are going to kick off things with a street procession starting at Fort Camberton, after which we will be coming down with the Tambo Bambo band into the village by our first stop, where we will refresh our patrons with tart, pone, and the likes. Then we move to the washing of the deadbed. A number of people really don't know what that is, but basically what it is, really long ago when someone died in the home, they would remove all the linens from the house, everything, and take them to the river and perform a ritual at the river. After that site, we then move to the dancing of the cocoa, where, long ago, the Charlottesville had a cocoa estate, and they processed cocoa beans here for exporting. And basically, dancing the cocoa is polishing the beans so that it's a higher quality.
Understood. And we know, and we know that there's a lot happening up on that end right now. We know that all the guest houses are filled, and everybody's calling you right now to find out where we're meeting, how we're meeting, when we're meeting. What time is the procession starting for those on their way up to
It
Charlottesville this
starts at
morning?
9 a.m. So probably roughly in around the next hour and a half, it will start at Fort Campbellton. And we are hoping to culminate at the bandstand area for lunch, probably somewhere around 1 o'clock, half one. Then we break, and then we have the evening show, where we will have, song, dances, skits, and so on, pan playing, And after the evening show, we will have a after party. So today's pretty packed. Right now, I'm sitting at the bakery where the ladies are baking the dirt oven bread. If you are seeing behind me the sign for the dirt oven bread, I am sitting at the bakery. Actually, I haven't slept last night. I've been out since 9:30 yesterday, and I'm still up on my feet.
I understand how that can be. Charlottesville has been one of the staples on the calendar of events, and we recognize that there has been a deliberate push to continue to expand what Charlottesville is doing. Before, it used to be the morning procession, and then you have the evening show. But now you have an entire day packed with activities. Tell us a bit about how that has evolved over time. Because I remember what it used to be like.
Yes, we used to have the night show, and by the time the night show is finished, that's the end of everything, probably around 9, 10 o'clock. But what we realized, it was, being like a burnout to the membership. And we kind of give way to a shorter program in the afternoon and give way to the people who will come to enjoy themselves, take a sea bath and, go to Pirates Bay or Lovers Bay and enjoy some good scene pulling and so on. So you give people a chance to enjoy the ambience and, everything that Charlottesville has to offer. So we go right up until midnight tonight.
Right. And we know that, it's been bantered around that the chief is going to be up there. We know the whole entourage is going to be up there. All the assemblymen usually come up to that Charlottesville festival in the morning. And we know that it's unofficially that time where a lot of those THA divisions take their entire division up to Charlottesville. So sometimes you might find an entire HR or accounting unit missing this morning because the entire squad has taken a maxi from Scarborough and gone all the way up to Charlottesville to watch them dance the Coco. Tell us a bit about, the storyline behind what is being presented this year.
Well, we our theme this year, the overarching theme is Let Me Tell You a Story. But we went we delved in a bit deeper, and our community theme is From Entrance to Exit. So we are going to be depicting from those days, back in the days when there weren't doctors in the community, and a normal woman in the village used to act the role of a midwife. There was a doctor, but the closest you would have had a doctor, maybe Belgarden or so. And what used to happen, should someone need to make a child in these communities, these rural communities, that doctor will refer you to a midwife in those rural communities. And that is what we are trying to depict from when a child is born right up to, where, that person will die, and then we will be having the wake and bongo. And so that is the exit part of everything. So you have heard the saying, once a man child, twice a child. That's what we are trying to predict this time around.
Right, and we know that when you talk about energy and vibe, that is exactly what you get when you are a part of that procession. This morning, I know some persons look forward to it even as being a type of a juve, in a sense, a modern juve. That's how they look at it, right? And everybody is so excited for it. Tell us a bit about what we can expect from the procession that starts up at Campbellton. What is the route? If persons are a bit late after the procession has already started, where might they be able to catch?
We are trying to start on time today, and the thing about Charlottesville is that you are not on the sidelines. You are in the procession as though you are part of Charlottesville or you are from Charlottesville. So everybody gets an opportunity to participate in every stop, every area that we have to offer some of our traditional stuff. You can actually participate. So we have the Batimil where we have the squeezing of the canes. You can participate in that. We have the saw pit where they will demonstrate how they would saw wood long ago. You can participate in that. We have the burning of the coals. You can also participate in that. The dancing of the cocoa. You know, we spend about an hour and a half at that stop because everybody wants to dance the cocoa. So Charlottesville is not only, we don't only put on a show, you are a part of the show in Charlottesville.
Excellent. And tell us a bit about the parking situation in Charlottesville this morning. Tell us a bit about the logistical aspect of it. Where are persons parking? Are there shuttles available? Tell us a bit about that.
Well, if I were you, I would try to get into Charlottesville before 9 o'clock because there's not much parking space in the village. As you come down into the village, there's a big area there near the beach bar. That's the police club area. They will be managing that parking area. Then you can move on to the playing field. But after those areas are full, it will be very difficult to find park in Charlottesville. But we have those two areas committed, the playing field. As you know, work's going to be, starting very soon. So we had a waiver to use the field for Dodds diving and for heritage. After that time, the field will not be available for this type of use because they will be going to work on the playing field and the basketball court, and the community center should be ready anytime, sometime from August, September.
Right. And we know that there are a number of persons who traditionally stand behind the Charlottesville Heritage Natural Treasures, the Auntie Annette Alfred being one of them, and a number of other older stalwarts in the culture. Tell us a bit about that involvement this time around, the persons who are traditionally there to make sure that it goes smoothly. Tell us a bit about the organizing
mention about Annette Alfred, she has been the driving force and the backbone of this, heritage group. And she's also from Charlottesville. So although she's living in Scarborough, it's almost as if she's here. Annette Alfred is a staple. She's the one who helped shape the evolving of Charlottesville heritage. And that is why you see it would have grown so quickly till that there isn't any room in the village to hold people. We also have our local cultural activists like myself and Mrs. Turner, Mrs. Dillon Jack, and all those who control the cooking, Mrs. Dick, and all the others who play a pivotal role. It is not just one or two persons. Everybody hold down there and doing heritage time, and we have been around since 2002, and we are going strong. In every group you have your little teaching, but we are going strong, and we are hoping to embrace the greatness of Charlottesville heritage and ensure that as it evolves, we grow and evolve with it into something bigger and greater.
Tell us a bit about how the entire community within Charlottesville and Campbellton and the surrounding areas have truly embraced the Heritage Festival, the Natural Treasures Day, as their own. We know that for some persons it's like an additional harvest, that another big event that happens there, that persons even book their stay from Friday, come up and stay for the entire weekend up there and really help to boost the tourism in the area.
Well, the thing is, if you were to book a place in Charlottesville for heritage, you would have had to do that 6 months in advance or more, because there is not much room stock in the community. Yeah, we only have a few popular, guest houses, Constant Chalet and Sharon and Feeds, So these are things we are hoping to work on to be able to accommodate more people. So rather than come just for the Monday, we are hoping to accommodate people like over a week, in Charlottesville to enjoy the beach, the nature trails, and, everything that Charlottesville has to offer. And yes, the community, the young people are very much involved. They are the ones who, you take the show from 7 o'clock in the evening right back to 12 o'clock. They are very supportive. The supermarkets, the bars, offshore bars, Sharon and Phoebes, Sally's, all these groceries, they support the heritage. The people in the village support the heritage, and that is why Charlottesville Heritage is so strong, because we embrace it, we know it is something good, and they support it.
Right. And tell us a bit about the infrastructural developments over time, some of the areas that you guys have identified as being key areas to help to continue to drive the festival. What are some of the areas that you guys are focusing on putting that investment in? Or you said that the room stock is one of them that is really needed to help persons to want to stay in Charlottesville for a longer period, possibly from Thursday come straight up to Monday. But tell us about some of the other areas that even persons in Tobago can see private sector opportunities to come to Charlottesville and build out.
Well, we Charlottesville is a fishing community, that's one. It's a tourism-oriented community, and those are two areas that we are hoping to capitalize on. Recently, some months ago, Habitat for Humanity would have launched a program in Charlottesville, Scotia Rise, where they are going into setting up greenhouses and so on. They would have done some tourism training. They are in the process. Actually, I think they just finished some agricultural training. So they are building capacity within the community, so that we can take full advantage of what Charlottesville really has to offer. We also want to, as I said before, increase in our room stock. We want to probably propose to the THA to invest in local residential Airbnb and stuff like that. So we have to focus on the areas that we are strong, and we hope that the THA will embrace what we put forward to them. As I said, the community center, the playing field, Charlottesville is a sporting community as well. So we are hoping to use that, sport, tourism, and agriculture and merge them, so that when you come to Charlottesville, you can get, a all-rounded experience in Charlottesville.
All right. And Karen, I'm not going to hold you for too long this morning, because we know that you have a lot to get done, and a lot is hinging on you this morning and your performance and your ability to work even without the sleep that you needed last night. So we hope that you're going to get your cocoa tea, maybe with a shot of coffee in it, and that you'll be able to keep going this morning to ensure that today's events are successful. We know that there are a number of persons who stand behind the Natural Treasures Day in Charlottesville, as you indicated before, but you have also been one of those pillars that ensure that you bridge the gap between the old and the young, and ensure that the young persons are deeply involved in the festival. Now, before we wrap our discussion this morning, is there anything that you want to say to our viewers looking on this morning?
Well, we would like to say to all of Tobago and those who are visiting from Trinidad and abroad, Charlottesville. If you want to catch a fill of kingfish, jacks, and mackerel, just take a bus, come down the hill to Charlottesville. Have a blessed day, Tobago.
All right, Karen, and I really hope that you get some rest after today. Don't go to 12.
I hope so.
Leave it, leave it to the youths, right? Again, I want to thank you. It's always a pleasure having these conversations with you. And I don't know what time I'll get up to Charlottesville after I leave here this morning, but hopefully I can still catch something on my way up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick break right here, and we'll be back after this. See you soon.
As small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole, from something as simple as pool procurement of medicine or pool procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
From the reef to the road. From the reef
Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh, Tobago updates on the screen. Here we go. You're home for October carnival show. From the big stage shine to the Barricade line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates, Tobago updates. Carnival 2026, we set the pace. Wave your flag, anywhere you're there, anywhere. Island love, streaming all around you. Yeah. Big king love, turn for the rhythm start.
Tobago updates, Caribbean art.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops, boom, bread, boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let me hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Tobago, are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Nice.
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream.
Hey, don't scream in a bank. That have lockup in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. Haul your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer helping from registering your business to filing your tax. My lunch is over.
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, Antonia, don't get one sooner.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Who said the elderly can't have fun too? We're talking good food, proper music, lots of games, and a day at the beach they will never forget. From the time we left the compound at Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, the vibe was already established. Wheels up and seatbelts on. Watch now, when we touched down in Pigeon Point, everybody was ready for excitement. But before anything could take place, we had to secure bellies. You ever play bingo by the beachside? Well, that was the first activity on the roster, and boy did these seniors have fun. However, others wanted something more physical, so we brought out the ring toss, and not even arthritis could have stopped them. Well, I was blown away at how straight these people were. Are you sure this is a home for the elderly? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but nothing beats the song of Good Steel Pan by the shores while we take a dip in Tobago's finest water. Wait, more food again? This is my type of event. The energy was amazing and nothing short of a blessing. Big up Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, because joy doesn't retire, laughter doesn't age, and memories like these last forever.
To a stranger.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy filled
morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I have to stay in the studio while my colleagues are outside and up in Charlottesville having a great time. But we are going to get a little taste of the energy, the vibe, and the atmosphere in Charlottesville this morning, because I am chatting this morning with Ria George, who is one of our correspondents right out of Charlottesville this morning. Good morning, Ria.
Hi, good morning, Chanel. Good morning, Tobago Updates family. We are here in Charlottesville this morning, and we are trying to help them to tell the whole story. All right, so we're in the heart of Charlottesville, very close to the beach, and it's the Natural Treasures Day. And we were able to meet up this morning with the vice president of the Charlottesville Heritage Performers, and this is Vita Dillon Jack, and she's chatting with us. Mind you, the sun is extremely hot. It is extremely hot, so I have her burning a little bit, but I'm hoping we can get out of the sun pretty soon. So, Ms. Jack, tell our viewers this morning, what this means for Charlottesville and for the Charlottesville Heritage Performers.
Good morning, Tobago. First of all, I'm so happy that I can be here to tell you something about Natural Treasures. This has been one of the signature events in Tobago Heritage. And Natural Treasures, they mean just natural, the things that were natural to Charlottesville from the old days. So we have a trek starting at Fort Hamilton, and then we get down into the village. Different stops where we witness the washing of the dead bed, the dancing of the cocoa, the burning of the coals, the squeezing of cane on the batting mill, and the sawing of wood in the saw. These are some of the activities that will be taking place today. Not forgetting our village bakery where we have the gilt oven bread. And all the other baked goodies that you can think about, tart, cone, what you can think about, we have it there for you. In the afternoon, we will have a show, a very entertaining show called the Lanyard Show, where we have it depicts a village scene where, we normally will have midwives doing deliveries and those kind of stuff. And then this lady is getting down in age and just to pass on the tradition, but she has no one to pass on the tradition. So she has a daughter who is living with her, and then she got sick, and then she died because she was informing her daughter all the time that she would have, getting weak, and sometimes she will pass on. And that is exactly what happened. She did pass on, and before doing that, she made a will, which was very, very significant in those days. So we have that to witness this afternoon. We have dances, we have choir singing, and we have steampunk music, all those little things in our little production this afternoon. So I'm inviting you to Charlottesville. The place to be is Charlottesville. If you did not think about coming here, think about it now and just get up here before it's too ram-packed for you to get up. So come to Charlottesville. We are all inviting you to Natural Treasures Day today.
All right.
Excellent,
thank you so much,
excellent. Ria, it seems like the vibe is picking up there in Charlottesville and persons are starting to trickle in. But there's a point where everybody seems to come in at the same time and then there's a huge rush. We know that the procession starts up at Campbellton and it's going to come all the way down. Tell us a bit about the energy that's alive there. Is it a bit slow still? Is the place still quiet? Or are persons gathering? There's buzzing? Tell us a bit about it.
Well, Chanel, it is here. So persons have started trickling in. There's still spaces for parking because very soon, as you know, because of how small the Charlottesville community is, there will be little or no spaces to park in just a little while. So like we said, persons are still trickling in, vehicles that are coming through. We're seeing some official THA vehicles passing through as well. And we want to take you around a little bit because, when you talk about Natural Treasures Day, you're talking about natural Tobago breakfast. So we have a few vendors on spot, and we're going to be chatting with one of them at this point. She is going to give us an idea. You're done with me, Dylan? You're going with, okay, Miss Dylan is finished with us, because I think we had her in the sun a little bit too long, so we're going to be chatting with one of the vendors. Let me see if I can find her. She knows that we're coming. I think all of a sudden they disappeared.
Yes, but tell us a bit about some of the persons that you're seeing around. Are there locals? Are there internationals? Are there some of our domestic tourists? Tell us a bit about some of the persons that are in Charlottesville this morning.
So we're going to meet up with a couple of them in just a little while. In fact, there's a store that we're going to go to that seems to have a bit of a crowd, and we want to find out why the crowd is there as well. And we're seeing some of the nice local delicacies. I see a nice lady drinking some chocolate tea, and the way she's licking her lips, you can tell that it's a good cup of chocolate tea. All right, but here as well we have the some local what you call the snow cone with some of the coconut and passion fruits and sorrel and guava, syrups, cotton candy, bubble gum, strawberry, and this is, give me the name, Kayaja's Iceland. So Kayaja, come over here, Kayaja's Iceland. Kayaja, tell us about your business and why you decided to come out today.
Oh, well, my business is located in Canby, just after Rabbit Doubles. And snow cone is basically a childhood memory, and well, you see the place hot as well.
Yeah.
So I came to make sure to refresh the patrons of heritage.
All right, thank you so much. All right, now hold up. Now I see this lady here. Lady just chat with us 2 minutes. I saw you drinking your chocolate tea. Like I was telling our viewers just a little while ago that you drank your chocolate tea, and the way you licked your lips, you could tell it was a good cup of chocolate tea. So what brought you to Charlottesville today?
The first time I'm coming into the heritage.
This is your first visit?
This time.
Do you live in Tobago?
Yeah.
And this is your first time?
Yeah. I used to work. I ain't going to work today. Decide to come today.
And this is your gift, isn't it?
Sweet mama.
Sweet mama brought you out to Charlottesville today.
I decided to come today. The tea tastes good.
What you got from the tea?
You get good milk.
The spice.
Spice, and you get the oil.
The oil. That's why you're looking for in the chocolate tea. All right, but what are you hoping to enjoy in Charlottesville this morning?
Everything.
All right.
Everything.
Well, enjoy. All right, so
right, Ria, and it seems like a lot of the patrons in Charlottesville this morning are really preparing for a really interesting day. And you know, funny enough, she said that she is Tobagonian and she has not been to the Natural Treasures Day before. And we know that there are a number of persons in Tobago who have never gone to Charlottesville for Natural Treasures Day, and they would be, you know, really interested to know that it's really one of those experiences that you have to attend to. You literally have to put it on your bucket list, even though you're in Tobago, and be a part of it, because it's an experience like no other. And you have persons coming all the way from Trinidad to be a part of it. So if you're here in Tobago, why not, you know, take the opportunity to take advantage of that? As you indicated earlier, you see a number of those official THA vehicles trickling in. It's a time where most of the representatives, most of those administrators, most of those departments take the time out to go up to Charlottesville and really embrace Tobago's culture during this time and be a part of the celebration and have a very strong showing in Charlottesville. That procession is quite a unique one as well. Tell us a bit about some of the persons that you've seen, if you've seen anyone there as yet.
None of them, just a couple of the vehicles passing through, but none of the officials per se on the ground. But I hear one gentleman in the background here a little while ago asking for bacon fish, and the line where he wanted to go was a little too long, so he's walking around asking for some others. But as I mentioned earlier, we're chatting, and we have with us here Chanel and the Tobago-based family. Here, you can come this way. This gentleman here, and he's representing, I want to believe he's representing his family's business. So you tell us now, Mommy, he's representing Mommy's business. So tell us about the business and what you'll have to offer today.
What you have to offer today is roasted foods and fish. We have cow soup as well. And we are the cakes, drops and these things, local drops and these things.
Right.
We're also doing fried fish, doing barbecue chicken, fries, salad. things people don't like to.
Quick thing to be on the move.
Quick thing you'll buy on the go. You understand?
But we didn't even get your name. We should have started over by getting your name. What is your name?
My name Anthony Trim.
Anthony Trim.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Anthony Trim. So you are representing Mommy's business here, right on the road. There.
Excellent, Ria.
How we have today. So people, all the warriors.
Come on now.
My joyous delights.
All right.
In the corner.
So is this your first time?
No, I was there last year. Last year was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was nice. It was kind of early. How to put it, but I don't know the word to explain, but it was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice.
All right.
Okay. Not just to help out Mommy, but to enjoy.
Yeah, I must enjoy it. I've been training them up here as well, so everybody to enjoy it as well. So the experience,
All right. Very good. Right? So that they can come and help to work with Granny next day. All right, but Chanel, there you have it. Yes, there you have it. All right, but we want to chat with maybe some persons who are not from Tobago, Tobago, but probably visiting from Trinidad. Good morning.
Excellent.
Welcome to Charlottesville. Are you from Tobago?
Ria, we're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be back after this, and we'll join you back
with you.
And we'll see you very soon. All right, we take a quick break right here, ladies and gentlemen. See you soon.
As small Caribbean islands, we do need to remember that we can't do it individually. The Caribbean needs to work as a whole. From something as simple as pool procurement of medicine or pool procurement of equipment, to sharing training, to having centers of excellence in different islands. Working together as one, we can become giants.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success. Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, there we go. You're home for October, can't even show. From the big station to the rabbit hole line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time. Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag, anywhere you're there, anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah. Big king love, come see the rhythm start. Tobago updates, Caribbean art, Caribbean art.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday and talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let me hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Tobago, are you ready to celebrate culture, color, and creativity? Then make Heritage Haven books and things your first stop this Heritage Festival. Step into a world of vibrant African wear, handcrafted accessories, unique gifts, local authors, and inspiring books for every age. Whether you're dressing for the festivities or searching for something special, Heritage Haven has something just for you. Heritage Haven books and things where culture comes alive. Visit us today at the Scarborough Esplanade and discover treasures. Celebrate culture where read it, live it.
Yeah. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying. Tobago is number one. I am you and you are me. Together we stronger.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. As I indicated earlier this morning, Natural Treasures Day happening at Charlottesville as a part of the entire calendar of events for the Tobago Heritage Festival. And though I have to stay in studio this morning, my colleagues are out and about and in the field. We have been chatting this morning with one of our correspondents, Mrs. Rhea George, and this morning we're talking about everything that's happening up at Charlottesville as we prepare for the start of the morning's procession. Good morning, Rhea, and welcome back.
Hi, Chanel. I'm not sure if you're hearing me clearly. Give me a thumbs up if you're hearing me clearly.
We can hear you clearly.
So while doing our little walk through Charlottesville, we met up with this gentleman. And this is Gravel Nicholson. He wants to give his name to himself.
My name is Greville. Greville, as in Charville and Orville and those fellas. So spell my name, it has no N in it. It's Greville. Thank you very much.
All right. And if you know anything about the surname Nicholson, is that he has his roots. His roots are deep within the Charlottesville community.
And the navel string.
And his navel string, buried right here in Charlottesville. So he'll tell us more about the natural treasures. And like
no,
I said,
I can't talk about natural treasures. I'm not part of that illustrious organization. I could only talk about Gwenny and the
Right.
Okay, girl, tell us.
Yes. Yeah, we see that you are truly enjoying yourself up there at the Natural Treasures Day, and that you are. Yes.
I gone back to Julie and Chedra Carrington of years ago.
Right. So he admits here he's wearing his heritage jersey here. So he tell us more.
My sister Annette Nichols
all right, so Auntie Annette is right. So Auntie Annette is his sister.
Yes.
Excellent. So we know the family is up there supporting her. We know that she is one of the pillars behind the Charlottesville Natural Treasures Day. We want to thank you so much for giving us a little peek inside of what's happening in Charlottesville this morning. We know that you don't have the best audio and visuals because you are just really giving us a peep from your phone, but we really thank you for just letting us know everything that is happening up there, and we hope that you're enjoying for all of us here in studio at Tobago Updates. Again, thank you so much.
Invitation to the 19th of December.
All right, excellent.
No, we'll give you a heads up for the
Yes,
19th
of December. Yes, Tobago Updates is going to be back with you on the 19th of December. All right, Chanel? So,
yeah, excellent. Thank you so much, Ria. We'll see you again very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for being a part of this morning's discussions. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, all that you have been doing to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Chanel Felix, and you know I'm always going to remind you to have a productive day.
To a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me.